Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
What up, though? Extra, read all about it. We back like we left something, my baby. Excuse My Truth podcast with Mac and Macho. What up, though?
What up?
What up, Mac?
Chillin'.
Well, happy Wednesday, happy hump day, my baby.
I've been humping today, too. And my Wednesday's probably the busiest day of my week.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Mark D, what up, my guy?
Same old shit, them toilet, man, grinding, you know what I mean? Keeping it moving.
Flush, where the live at? Mackenzie, it should be on my page now, bro. I just shared it on my page, so you should see it, my guy. Or come on to 7 Mile Update and follow that. Hit that follow button. But it already should be shown on my page. Can somebody confirm that they are watching it from my page? You got two phones, don't you? You got two phones?
Yeah, I got two phones.
Can you go on your other phone real quick and see if it's on my
live?
See
your page. What's up, y'all? We're going through some logistics. We'll be right with you.
But that being said, y'all, happy Wednesday, y'all. So, first of all, it's another amazing Wednesday. It's another amazing hump day. I would like to give honor to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, who's the head of my life. And,
What's this?
Why is that funny?
I don't know, right? Like,
and like,
hey, listen. A quick side note.
Erica?
I went to a church, bro, and Doggy Bone stood up. The old school deacon after service, he stood up in front of. And I'm a visitor. He stood up in front of the church. He said, "Nah, y'all know I love everybody." And the moment he said that, I bust out laughing in the middle of the church while I was quiet because I knew where he was going.
Mm-hmm.
No, I ain't know he smelled weed, but he definitely checked every motherfucker in the congregation, told to get them badass kids under control. Sit y'all ass down during the service. But when he started off and said, "I love everybody,"
right,
I knew he was getting ready to hold somebody. But
right.
Okay, so that being said, welcome to the show, y'all. Tonight we're going to talk about it. Okay, is you or is you not social media friends with your significant other? Now, whether their title is bae, husband, wife, baby mama, baby daddy, boyfriend, girlfriend, smashing, friends with benefits, or bestie, okay? Because besties be smashing. We're going to talk about that next week. Anyway, but that being said, are you social media friends with bae or no? We're going to start with you, Mac. I'm going to pose the question to my co-host. Mac, are you social media friends with your significant other or no?
So, that's the side part that I was talking about. So what if you meet them via social media? And you're already friends, right? So then what do you do?
That's what I was going to say before the show.
Is that when you and Miss Jackson
That's
met?
the first thing I was going to say.
That's how we met.
Oh, you just slid in
mean,
the DM and got you one.
Well, kind of, sort of, in a kind of way. But with prehistory,
right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Yeah,
nevertheless, so typically, I would not be friends with someone I'm with on social media, right? For various reasons. The confusion, the misinterpretations, the accusations, the who is this and who is that, and why did you
creates
change
too much
your
unnecessary
picture?
conversation.
Why did you change your profile? Or why did you do this? And they're like, listen, we got enough problems to be dealing with whatever Facebook or Instagram or TikTok presents,
Right.
So typically I would not. But then what happens when you meet them on social media? Is it disrespectful to unfriend them? Now
like,
that,
goddamn,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
that
now
was
that
my
you're
exact
taking it
thoughts
to
in the
another
beginning of the show.
That's almost like you.
level.
That's almost like you meet her at the strip club and she dancing, and then you become her dude, and now you don't want her to dance no more.
No, if I don't want her to dance no more, then I'm gonna retire her from that shit.
No facts, but you get what I'm saying though. Like
yeah.
you met her there, you notice what she do. So to your point, if we meet on social media, like how do we have a problem with social media, right?
Yeah.
Now my thought is in the most cases, like even now, motherfuckers use social media to exchange dialogue and any, you know what I mean? Like I'm at the store and I'm a girl was talking shit and I'm talking shit back and she like, what you got up for tonight? I'm like, shit, I'm on my way to the glass house. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, type in, put my, she like, oh shit, well follow my Instagram and then like send me like the whole transaction, like conversation
Business.
shifted toward, the conversation shifted toward instead of exchanging phone numbers, she like, follow my Instagram. And then as soon as I followed her Instagram, she slid in my DM. Right? So social media is that bridge and that
It's a
link.
gateway.
You know what I mean? Right. But that being said, I'm a firm believer that once we're like vibing and you got me in real life, you don't need to be on my social media.
Yeah, because so I don't want all of our, or the majority of our communication or I don't like that Facebook communication between, especially if we can't communicate off Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't like that giving a false presentation of what it is for the book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you want to keep a particular image for the public when all hell could be breaking loose behind closed doors. I just don't like the pretense of social media. I don't like the selective presentation of social media. You know what I'm saying? People present the best. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they conceal the, and you have every right to. But then
Right,
when it
'cause it's
comes to
perception versus reality, what I
but-
post.
Exactly. So, but when it comes to personal relationships, I just feel like I think if you're going to be friends, the interaction on social media needs to be at a very minimum.
So, well, let's just be very clear. So, my position on this topic is no. I'm 1,000% no. You know what I mean? Now, I initially, like, when I first, like you know, like started dealing with or dating who I'm dating now. And again, I'm single, she's single, but we're dating. And the thing that I don't like about following each other on social media when it's new like that, it's so easy to misconstrue anything or take anything out of context, or as secure as you may be, you know, it can create insecurities. You know what I mean? And I jokingly say is, but you know, I got hoes, I got bitches on social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a following. You know what I mean? And they are very territorial over me on social media, and they don't have a problem with commenting and complimenting me on my lips and my beard and everything else. So whereas if I would not want her to feel a type of way or even remotely,
So you can't be fragile,
yeah, you can't be
nitpicking about every love.
You can't.
You know,
Because they love macho on motherfucking social media. You understand what I'm talking about? But that being said, so I saw the other day Cash Doll, like, shout out to Cash Doll, man, because she in her bag like a motherfucker, right? She's so back the main topic of a lot of discussions. But that being said, Cash Doll was just in Miami. You know what I mean? Going crazy for her birthday. And she had a video on her Instagram, and she was like on a couch, like they at the club. So, you know what I mean? They at the club, and she was like kind of like doing a little catwalk on the couch and shit. You know what I'm saying? Real sexy prancing and shit. And then she like stood up in front of the sign, and then she just like started twerking a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Showing the meg knees. And her baby daddy, okay, a borderline, I can't even say that because I keep getting crucified whenever I distinctively talk about skin tone. But her baby daddy, being a vertically challenged dude, because I think he's shorter than Cash Doll, commented on the video, and basically he's like, what the fuck is you doing? You know what I'm saying? So the thing that I found it funny was, like, her followers was crucifying this dude, like, dog, get the fuck off her post, let your girl have her fun, and she'll be back home to you tonight, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Which I agreed. You know what I mean? She didn't, to me, do anything that was disrespectful to their situation. But again, his chick is on there being sexy, being, you know what I mean, a little too sexy for his energy, and he felt the need to. Now, mind you, if he took issue with it, I feel like he should have called her, text her, addressed it without commenting on the post. What the fuck is you doing? Because now that opens up the door for social media and the thousands of inputs and
they really
opinions
gonna
now.
make you feel some kind of way.
They're absolutely
know
gonna
what
make
I'm
you
saying?
feel
So
some
you
way.
can't be no insecure motherfucker.
You can't be.
Trying to be friends
Because she
with
was
your
popping when
mate
you met
on
her.
social media.
She was
You know
a
what I'm
sexy
saying?
motherfucker when you met her. She was a MILF before you met her. Now you
Right.
gave her a baby and she's really MILFing. Okay? That being said,
But if you already insecure, social media is gonna fuck you up.
100%. So
You know what I'm saying?
My
So
thing is,
it's
because
best.
as secure as I am, it takes a split second to have an insecure moment, and before you know it, you're that guy having that Tracy T moment, commenting on your girl shit, like what the. So what I prefer to do is, instead of deleting you or making you, because me and my one friend, we do follow each other on Instagram, but like I don't check her stories, like her shit don't hit my timeline or whatever, and if it do, I don't comment. You know what I mean? But that being said, she has absolutely commented on some of my stories where I'm talking shit or I'm throwing subliminals, and she'll come in with a hee hee ha ha, and I'm thinking, you saw 60 stories and you went past 60 of them, but the one where I'm talking about innuendo about a female or like anything female related, you comment on that one, or you put the laughing emoji, like that's you that wasn't funny. That was your way to let me know that you seen that motherfucking post. And I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's a turn off to me though. You know what I mean? Because again, at the end of the day,
I should not have to filter
At all.
myself on my social media
At all.
to accommodate your emotions, your
Or insecurities. Come on, there we go, right there,
or
my lady.
anything else.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I should be able to, and anybody should be able to go on their own social media, which is a version of their voice, and say whatever the fuck they want to say. But see, what happens when you bring insecurity into the mix, you have misinterpretation, you have self-application. You think everything is about you, or this particular post must be about you because perhaps a portion of that shoe fit. You know what I'm saying? But it may not have been for you. You understand what I'm saying?
do.
It could be very, very general, but because some people are so self-absorbed, they think every move you make is about,
It's about them. Yep. Yep. And when you start dealing with like being in a relationship, because I made a post a few weeks ago, and we were talking about this very subject based on my experiences of who I'm dealing with from on a dating scene, and I basically said like you don't need to be my Facebook friend when you got me in real life. You know what I mean?
Right,
Because
right.
again, you know, it's not going to help you like me more. So a lot of people were commenting was like, well, people be living different lives and so forth and so on. You know, and my theory with that is
I told my mom that.
what, that people live different lives?
No, you don't need to be my friend on social media. You got me in real life.
And that's reality, though.
But
and
I
then,
block.
And then a lot of times reality, though, contradicts social media.
Well,
The presentation that
yeah,
people put on
yeah.
social
Okay,
media
yeah, I'm about to say it depends on the
contradicts reality.
individual. Yeah, it depends
so it's
on
like
the individual.
I'm the type of person that I'm not going to participate in the facade.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So you can tag me whatever the fuck you want to tag me in. If we ain't in that space, I'm not responding. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't like to play that social media game to where it's like this public pull for a response,
Right.
or this public, presentation so that people can see everything is okay. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's always an indicator to me that shit is about to either in shambles or shattering.
Mm-hmm.
When they're just like too
Over-presentation.
lovey-dovey and too doing like too much on social media, and I'm like, yeah, here it come. Wait for
And then
it.
I don't feel like I gotta update the
world,
general public
every
about
time
what's
y'all got
going on
matching
in my
socks
personal
and shit, like,
relationship.
every
You know what I'm
goddamn little
saying?
detail.
Pictures here or there, that's cute and that's
Yeah.
nice and that's fine. You wanna, post a picture or post a little whatever. But like every poor part of your life, like every section, everything y'all do, everywhere y'all go, I'm not that person.
But that's why when Cash Doll Dude made that comment, he looked at like super goofy because at the end of the
that
day,
was the wrong thing to do.
your girl is an
You
entertainer.
already know who she is.
You know these things.
You know
though.
the image. You
You
know
know the
You
image.
know
made
what I'm saying?
yourself look.
That's what got you. You know what I mean? Like that image and everything that was like her is what got your
You
attention.
can't change
pretty
that
much.
because
You can't.
you feel you
Because you shot the club up and caught a body.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't. So whereas if I am absolutely, and here's the other thing too,
Let's ask these people what they think.
and please call in.
Yeah.
Erica, we would love your opinion. 313-723-0481 is the call-in number. T-Boz, no chili nor left eye. Tap in. We want your opinion too. Okay? Are you friends with Bae on social media or not? Or even if you don't have a Bae, you could be single, but what's your thought? What's your position on it? If you get in a relationship now, are you following your significant other? Are you sending them a friend request? Are you comment creeping? Are you questioning them about?
Man, cause I'm glad you just said that comment creepy. Some people really like study that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
to
one of those
find
people
out
that
motherfuckers.
like I look at who liked what and other, but in terms of jealousy, in terms of like if a nigga or some shit like that, I don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if it's a person I got a
Right.
weird ass vibe from, I'm watching to see what this motherfucker on. You know what I mean? But which is another reason why I don't need to be on social media because I have an investigative mind. You know what I'm saying?
I've had
So
I don't know if it was this show I talked about it on, where this girl was asleep and he got her phone and was inboxing me flirty shit like he was her,
Oh my God.
trying to get me to come over and shit because he suspected that it was because
Doing
she just
bitch shit.
all because she engages on my page a lot, right? She shares a lot of my posts. She comments on, so he feel like we don't even talk like that. It was a red flag for him to, comment, jump in my inbox on some shit at 2:30 in the morning. Like, we don't even kick it like that. That's what made me know. Was like, what the fuck?
Erica says she was friends with all her exes on social media. It was not an issue with her as long as everybody was respectful. That's the key, though. is everybody respectful?
Right, because you're gonna
know
have
what I'm
some people
saying?
that may not. Like again, it's no
then
secret. I got
and then
big
if they're
lips.
gonna delete that person that's not respectful of the relationship.
Oh, but listen, my and I still call her my homegirl because again, just because she got an insecure dude, her dude like made her delete me. So I asked her, I'm like, why dude delete me? She like, well, he ain't like the comment you made under my post. I'm like, it's fucking social media. I'm like, and you posted a picture with that motherfucker camel toe. So I didn't even say nothing. I just put the emoji.
He ain't say nothing to you about posting that print. He want to say something to the nigga about responding to it though.
Yahtzee.
See, that's where people get the game fucked up. You talking to the wrong motherfucker and you mad at the wrong nigga. Cause she gonna press that
And now
post, that print again, and there's gonna be another
you
nigga
can be
that says
controlling
something.
enough to tell me and make me delete this dude for him responding to my shit. But you can't be, and I don't want to say controlling enough to, but like you
Dictate
can't.
what I dress. But I mean, so now, depending on the level of
Respect for that
respect for the
relationship.
relationship,
So that lets
there's
you know where that's
certain things
at.
that you're not going to do as a lady.
But let's be very
You know what
fucking
I'm saying?
clear here. Let's be very clear here, people. We're all adults here. Her deleting me will not stop anything, big dog.
And that's the funny part. Like
Man,
social
come
media,
on.
that's
You know
the
what I
funny
mean?
part. People really like.
So
Okay,
what,
just
what's worse?
and then
So with
but
that
what
being
then?
said,
What
right,
is the point of not being friends?
I'm about to say. So with that being said, right, what's worse, her honoring that or him demanding it?
Him demanding it is some bullshit. Her honoring it to pacify the relationship, to me, is bullshit as well. So you got two bullshit
But you're gonna
components.
protect home before you protect some shit on social media. You know what I'm saying?
100%, and she
so
has
I
to.
don't think it was bullshit for her to do what needed to be done to protect her whatever she wanted at home.
But
You know
if
what I'm
she's still
saying?
gonna
But
do the things that coerce, that entice that type of activity out of niggas,
Then what's the point?
It's not like, you know what I'm saying.
That's-
You're not
that's
correcting
all-
the
that's
problem.
why-
You're not
you may as
correcting
well
the core of the
delete
problem.
all the niggas
Or
off
you
your
might as well
page.
not be on,
That's
or
why
delete
I
him.
call
every nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Or delete him.
Yeah, delete him so
Then
you
that
can go
solves
and do
the
your
problem.
thing. You know what I'm
That
saying?
solves the problem.
But then why do people think that if you not friends with your mate on social media, that means you trying to hide them, you trying to keep them a
that's their
secret?
insecurity
No,
speaking for them.
there's a such thing as privacy,
Most definitely.
and there's a such thing as boundaries.
But I think people forget
And-
that I think people assume that because you jumped in a relationship or situation that you don't have no boundaries. Like now it's just all a
Yeah,
free for all.
and-
No,
and it's not.
I still have boundaries.
It's not.
Yeah.
Everybody should.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And social media, in my opinion, and in general cases, should be. But then let's go back to that topic, though. How do you handle it when you meet them on social media? You delete them? Mark over here, like, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay, and then so what
that
if you?
was my original
Okay, so
thought.
what
That's
if
I
you
was
have
saving
that
for the show.
conversation with your partner, and your partner is not with that?
Well, you don't. So again, my thing is if we already social media friends
Mm-hmm.
and the DM brings us to friends in real life, because I have friends in real life now that we vibed off of social media.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And we met in real life and it was a real live vibe and we rock heavy. Like, you know what I'm saying? However, if we transition to that, what I do, I've been keeping shit a buck. I unfollow it. Like if I'm digging you like that, like I'll unfollow
We can be
because
friends, but I unfollow so
Yeah.
I don't see your shit.
Yeah, 100%.
And the only way I'm gonna see your shit is if I actually go to your shit.
1,000%, and that's
Okay,
the
so
best
that's
way
a
to move.
compromise. Unfollow.
That's what I'll do. I'll unfollow because
But
most
then on
motherfuckers.
TikTok and Instagram, that's all it is following. It's not friends. So if you unfollow,
Yeah, if I unfollow, I don't.
you know what I'm saying?
that's it. And motherfuckers will take you deleting them. You like we ain't friends and family in real life.
I
and
think
shit,
people
you know
really
what
take that shit personally.
They do.
Like,
Let
do.
me
I
tell
think,
you,
I
they
think
do.
at the recommendation or at my recommendation or my
Since
suggestion,
Facebook call it friends, once you delete the friendship,
shit
they
is so
feel like you're not
fictitious.
friends
Let
no
me
more.
let me tell you my position. Why I do if I notice that somebody has unfriended or deleted me, why I check their temperature because I just want to make sure that when I see you in person, I go to like steal because I don't give a fuck about you deleting me though. I swear to God, I don't because I don't give a fuck about that. If I vibe with you in real life, or if I got an issue with you in real life, I ain't making no post. I'm calling you. I'm addressing it, right? But if I see that you've deleted me, then I at least want to check your temperature to make sure there's no issue. Or do I owe you an apology? Do you feel a type of way? Because when I see you, I'm coming with love, and I don't want you shunning me or no hoe ass nigga. Like, no, what's that? So in that regards, I will. extend an olive branch. You know what I mean? Just to again check temperature, make
But
sure we
then
Gucci.
Some people delete people because it's just some shit they don't want to see.
And that's-
You know what
and
I'm
so-
saying?
and I
it
get
ain't
that
got nothing
response.
to do with the rejection of
I've
the person
gotten
or
that
who
response.
you are or
You
the
post the
relationship.
type of shit that I
It's
don't
just,
wanna
I
see.
don't
Yeah.
want to see some shit.
Yep. And when I get
And
that
I
response,
don't want you to have to filter yourself because
because
I'm
of
gonna
me,
see some shit.
1,000%, Mac. And when I get that
Do you
response,
on your page
I respect it.
without my mouth and my opinion and my thoughts and my assumptions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I can do the
I'm cool
same
with that.
without yours.
I'm cool with that because
Now-
it's social media.
I think if you find yourself in a situation where you meet the person on social media, y'all friends, y'all get to a point and y'all agree to be friends, not followers, or however, and an issue presents itself. Because the bottom line is, whether you friends with a motherfucker or not, Facebook is a motherfucker.
It is.
Social media is
It's
a
a mother-
bad bitch.
absolutely.
So whether they on your page or not, it's people that's associated with them that's on your page. People that associated with them that's associated with them that are on your page. So if if a motherfucker really want to get some shit and see some shit and fuck their own head up, they gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
you gotta deal with when you're talking about insecurities and that shit create. It's like a cancer. The shit spreads to so much other.
If you're looking for validation of our relationship on social media,
right,
you're
it's a
gonna
problem.
you're
It's
really
It's a
gonna
problem.
have
The relationship
a hard
is
time with me.
is not gonna sustain the
I
test of
don't.
time.
I mean, I'll post some shit, in the moment, but then, okay.
You can
I'll-
share some shit,
once
bro.
you become a
You can
certain-
share some shit that
But I'm
somebody
not
else
about
posted.
to- yeah.
But because it didn't trigger some shit in you, now you feel like I'm talking about you, and now you want to have a conversation with me, and I don't want to talk.
And it ain't
about
got shit to do
it.
with
It
you.
ain't nothing
Nothing.
And
whatsoever.
if,
to do.
if that is the conversation we need to have, then maybe perhaps we need to come off social media.
Man.
Because you shouldn't have to explain shit to me. I shouldn't have to explain shit to you.
And right,
And
then
what
it's
we not gonna
then
do
they
is
have to
play
do it on
tit
social
for tat
media,
ass
right? Then it's
games
gonna
on
do-
social media.
But that's what
You
Cash
know what
Doll
I'm saying?
Dude
Because
did.
soon as a motherfucker think you done posted something or done did something or
Now
done
everybody
else
changed
got
a
an
picture
opinion.
or
Here come the
some shit,
subliminal
then they
response.
come back and turn around and try to do the same little petty shit because they think you thinking the way they thinking. No.
Yeah, but
No.
that's where I think Cash Doll Dude went super wrong, because as quickly as he made that comment, and when I tell you motherfuckers was
On his
on this
ass.
motherfucker ass, boy, like he
No, if he had anything to say, he should have said
He
something.
shoulda said
Nigga,
something
you
to
deal
her.
with
to
her
her,
on social
off
not
media.
on the social media,
media.
not on her
Your
Instagram.
That's
relationship
your
is
woman.
not
That's
on
your-
social
now-
media. It's off social media.
He drops a mixtape and shit, and now they promoting each other. And they, but motherfuckers still thinking about that corny shit you just did a few days
you
ago.
a
Like,
real
nigga, you done showed your
fuckboy.
hand, nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, nigga? You already winning because, nigga, you got Cash Doll, nigga. You gave her a baby, nigga. So whether you verted the nigga like 411, you know what I'm saying? Like, so whether you
Damn.
the nigga, whatever
And
you
that's
did.
probably the problem.
Whatever, yeah, because he like I think in his
He
head
feels
he feel like
inferior.
yeah he got
You
the
know?
Napoleon complex, and he feel like it's too good to be true. Like I shouldn't even have this bitch. So the moment she going crazy in Miami without him, you know what I'm saying? And she definitely
First
went.
of all, let's stop right there. Why the fuck you ain't there? Is it a girls' trip?
No, because it was
So, first of all, don't worry about what the fuck she doing. Where the fuck?
that's what
she at
everybody
if
was
you
saying
ain't
to him on the
there.
post. Like, Big Dog, sit
You know
your
what I'm
ass down.
saying?
Let your girl be her, do her, and know she
Yeah,
coming
you
home
go
to you
find
at the end of the
something-
night.
Find something to do.
I'm not even
Why you
calling on a girls' trip. If you're on a girls' trip, I'm not even calling. I'm not calling.
Go find something
And I don't
to do.
expect
Why are
you
you
to
on
call.
her social media?
Niche, you friends?
Commenting on
What's your
pictures
thought,
and shit.
Niche? I know Hodge position. Hodge cool with
Yo,
it.
what's up? Call in.
Hodge and his wife got a dope ass vibe, you know what I'm saying? But again, like I think and that's also how you govern yourself on social media. Like when chicks know you married and you know what I'm saying, about your family, and you ain't moving like that recklessly, they're not about to come on your post and be disrespectful like that. You know what I mean? Like it's not the norm. I'm talking let's be clear. I'm not talking about a one-off. The norm. When a motherfucker know you carry, but if you that nigga that's married and playing in DMs and be doing whole shit and moving like that, then you just may have
And
to, you know what I'm saying, deal
that's where
with
it becomes
Cash
a
Doll
problem.
Dude should have been cheering that shit on in the comments.
100%.
Look at my badass
Like, look at my-
girl. Like that's
Get-
like
get-
what the
see,
fuck?
'cause
She
that's
in
what-
her bag,
Bro,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
what Macho be on. Like
You know what I'm
Macho,
saying?
Macho,
You made yourself look like a dumbass.
Macho
You know
so
what I mean? Why would you-
motherfucking secure. When I be out with my little
But
one
see, that
thing,
just goes to show you how niggas have I'm sorry, not all niggas. Let me just stop. There's a category of niggas that have become the new bitches.
yeah, cornball shit.
You know what I'm saying? And then they have.
And
They do bitch
niggas, and
shit.
niggas was calling him that like since the moment he showed
Bro,
his
he
face.
showed it, bro. Listen, bro, because we already on the outside looking in. Like it's funny because when I got a crush on anybody, you know what I'm saying, when I see they do it, I be sizing that nigga up and shit. Like, all you got is a bag, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like when I be with my little
But
John,
sometimes that's all the
It's all it
bitches
takes.
want.
It's all, yeah.
listen, when I be rocking
The
with my
good-hearted niggas
little,
ain't really where it's at. You know what
when
I'm saying?
when I
It's
be
the
rocking with
bag-
my little
bag
homegirl,
niggas.
little, you know what I'm saying? I like let her walk in front of me a little bit because I like seeing dogs appreciate her and then look at me looking at them like, yeah, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, you already know the vibe, boy. You know what I'm saying? And then like, even when she be at she pull up at the glass house and she be there doing her thing, niggas be on her head, like, you know what I'm saying? Like bro, macho, whatever she's drinking, give me, okay, big dog, okay, get her what she drinking, you know what I'm saying? Damn, boy. But at the end of the night, guess who she going? Yahtzee. Okay, we appreciate you expediting the process, my boy. But that's the confidence and the security I have in me. Like, regardless of what, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing no sucker shit like that, bro. Like, even with me, when I was, you know, like active in the marriage, I didn't do no whole shit, bro,
like that
at all.
Getting the girl and having the girl like that, if you gonna act like that,
And it
get
could
it
be
like,
weirdos, bro.
like, what do you want her
But
for?
see, some
you
people
want her
need to understand that some people use
Zandra,
social
what
media
up, my
for
baby?
business purposes, right? Some
Right,
people use
cuz I know what I'm
for
talking about.
advertisement and whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
communication to
Engagement. You
clientele.
have to
You know what I'm saying?
entice engagement. That's
Yeah.
part of how making money.
So,
And when you are a cash doll and you look like that, and that's part of your product.
Yeah,
that's
little
your
doggy
persona.
bone.
That's your image.
Little
that's
doggy
your,
bone already feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I got cash. Like, yeah, bro, you got the queen of Detroit right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? You pulled her, you shot the club up, caught the body. Understand what I'm talking about? You done what no other man has boldly done before. Be secure, be confident. Let her stay in her bag. She holds you down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't never check your female on your girl on social media. Like, I don't care who you are or what it is. You never check your woman on social media. If you feel a type of way, then you address it outside of social media. You know what I
But
mean?
then don't even question me about no shit on social media.
1000%.
Let's start there.
And if you got to question me about it, then like just don't follow my social media. I think that
Drop
keeps
the bomb
just
quick enough
it
on
keeps
that.
Right,
it keeps
that shit
drama.
didn't work.
Didn't work on that one.
Yeah, we
He
got
tried
to.
to hit that shit 2 times.
Yeah,
but
we
no,
gotta-
for real, like we have enough real life experiences, real life challenges, real life stuff for us to be misperceiving and just
Facts.
taking
Oh, man,
conjecture
come
from
on, man.
social
Bloodline
media.
legit.
You know what I'm saying?
And-
I want
That
Hit the Rose
imaginary
reverse and Cash Doll
shit.
snapped out on him on social media. Would she get the same shit? Yeah, she would. I think she would get the same treatment though. Like, I don't think that was gender specific in no way, shape, or form. I think if Dog do something on it, I think she gets that same energy because like that's a
But
universal perception.
she was crawling on the couch.
No. Erica's point. Erica's,
I understand her
yeah.
point, but she was crawling on the couch. She wasn't crawling on a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And so if
Absolutely.
he's sitting up there doing, trying to let her, okay, do you, my baby?
No,
You
and
ain't
again,
touching
But
all
see-
over a
but
bitch
see-
though.
But see,
Fact.
the
You understand what I'm saying?
would
It's
be-
the respect level. Like,
what
don't.
would be the equivalent of something that he could do that would cause her to spaz out like that?
On the level that
would be
Okay, so here's a
outside,
perfect
outside
example.
of flirting with having
I
another
don't even
bitch
know the chick
or something.
name though, but it was one of the dudes was a female was twerking on Dog, and he was in the whole relationship, and his girl like never
But that's
commented.
what I said. That's something that don't involve because she didn't have another nigga or nothing in the picture.
Right. No
So that's
dude
what I'm
in the
saying.
picture.
What could he since we're making that point? You know what I mean? It's kind of a side point, but what could he have done that would have had her spaz out like that? You know what I mean?
Or even comment to that
You know what I'm saying?
extent.
To that extent.
Like if you doing disrespect, like, and again, remember
Like
I
I
just
said,
talked about
it's
how
I
you
feel like
moving.
I feel like it was nothing wrong with what she
It was
did.
absolutely
wasn't.
nothing wrong with
So
what
that's
she
my
did.
point.
It's
Like-
something wrong with how he felt
How he
about it.
act,
Facts.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
Facts.
saying? Because how you
Facts.
felt about it has more to do with how you feel about yourself than how you
Facts.
feel about what she's doing.
There we go.
Because
fact.
if I know where I stand in my relationship, if
I-
I know and have confidence in our commitment and our love and our whatever we doing together, ain't shit on social media about to make me question that.
And let-
Ain't a post, ain't a picture, ain't a love, ain't a like, ain't a heart eye, ain't shit about to make
That
you
just
question
shows that
because
he
you
just showed
know
a kink in
you
the
know what I'm
armor
saying?
of that relationship. He showed a
It-
crack in that
yeah,
relationship.
and that's
when he
exactly
did that, you know what I'm saying?
And
Like
that's what
something-
social media does.
Yep.
It exposes reality. It exposes insecurity. It exposes inferiority. It exposes inability to look at things as if on social media it is what it is, rather than internalizing it as it's something of reality.
Yeah. And where the problem was overall, and back to Erica's point, if it was her, like, let's again, we're talking like how you move and integrity, right? I have not seen sis in any form, and I follow all. Like I get alerts.
All up on niggas.
I get alerts when she
ass in the
posts.
nigga's lap or no
Yeah,
shit
she
like
didn't
that.
even disrespectful.
She's
If you're
not
respecting
moved
your
in
relationship,
no way,
that's
shape, or
it.
form.
Yeah.
You know she got
So
a
he
dude.
just jealous and insecure.
You know
or
she
something.
got it, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's that Napoleon complex, bro. He know it's too good to be true, and he feel like, you know what I'm saying, like because she was moving like that, like and again,
He showed his hand like
he,
a motherfucker.
bro.
with
He
that.
showed his motherfucking hand. I don't even want to listen to the nigga mixtape because he
Yeah,
showed his
yeah,
hand.
yeah.
He could be talking that shit. I wouldn't even know.
It wouldn't even care.
I wouldn't even believe it.
You don't
You know what I'm
believe
saying?
it now.
'Cause you-
I
yeah,
understand
bro,
what
you
I'm
you
saying.
did some
ain't
sucker
really
shit,
gutter
bro.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
You
was
did
a
some sucker shit,
Yeah.
bro. Like now niggas looking at you like nigga, nah, we can get your bitch, nigga. Like we on
Yeah,
gas
yeah,
down
we
head.
own it. Yeah.
Oh,
Nigga,
you
we
insecure,
about to show us
nigga?
something else now,
we
nigga.
about to really fuck with your head.
And then that's
You
the
know
thing
what
though.
I'm saying?
Cash out from the D, nigga.
And
When
then
she,
he, man, phew,
Bro.
nigga, when that shit go down, he gonna be that nigga gonna commit suicide.
nigga, like
dog.
Cash Doll say, I'll hold my wrist up
I
and
hate to
hold
say
old
it.
boy.
He exposed his weakness, and his weakness is about to be taken
He ain't that damn
advantage
sure,
of.
macho. Leave him alone. No, he did some sucker shit, man. Cash Doll too bossy, man, for that like type
man,
of weak
way
shit.
too much. Like,
And I'm sure she checked the shit out that nigga, man. I'm sure she checked that nigga, bro. Big check. Okay.
Okay, so back to this.
Okay,
if
back
he
to the
didn't delete
topic.
the comment.
Yeah,
Back to this.
Yeah, they screenshot a motherfucker though. It was
Somebody
in the shade
call
room.
in because I know somebody has been friends with their partner on social
And it
media,
went
and
left.
that shit blew up in your face and probably broke up the whole
Right,
goddamn
Erica talking about she was friends with
relationship.
all her exes and they
Call
never been on
in
issue.
and tell us your nightmare
Erica,
story.
you 6 foot 200 pounds of all. Okay.
No, that was.
Oh, that's
Oh,
Mark.
back to what I was saying, Erica. You 6 foot some 200 pounds of all thickness. You mean to tell me that them pictures you be posting, dudes ain't got out of pocket, and your exes ain't never said nothing to you about none of that shit? Cause I can go look. We can go through your Instagram, like Max said. We investigators around this motherfucker.
It might be how she makes them feel like they just the king of the earth and they ain't
That's
worried about the next nigga.
That's up, and that's how
That's
it should
that
be.
nigga's thirst. He being thirsty in the DM.
I just
She
want to know
might
from
not be
Erica. She ain't never
responding
had not one. What up, Bubbles? I know Bubbles ain't following her. Her hoes don't follow Bubble. Bubbles got hoes too, though, y'all. Bubbles be. Yeah.
Has anybody had problems with being in friends with their partner?
What
or
a
ma-
hey,
on
hey
social
Hodge? I
media?
know. Hey, listen, man. Listen, Hodge, you still on there? Cause my cousin, his wife is, and she more my cousin than he. Well, no, cause we blood, but she, yeah. But she with the shit though. But he don't move on no corny shit. So you know what I mean. Like chicks don't come on. There's on his social media and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey Bubbles, I need you to call in. Bubbles, I need your opinion. The phone number 313-723-0481. I need your opinion, Bubbles. I need to hear from a savage out here in these motherfucking streets. A classy savage. Let's be very clear. You know what I'm saying? Heavy on the classy, but definitely a motherfucker. Okay. Sheree, I told you what the number was. It's on the flyer.
Sheree, you supposed to be here, dog.
313-723-0481.
Is that
You know I
Sharice
can't-
so lovely?
Yeah, man.
You supposed to be in the building.
But anyway, I ain't vibing. I'm good. I
So
don't
what
need
do
to follow
y'all think
back.
about people who allow social media to destroy their relationships? Does that expose a weakness in the relationship?
Well,
Or a
yes.
weakness in the trust or the bond between those people?
Yeah.
It exposes reality, right? Contrary to the happy pajama pictures and all that type of shit, right?
Because even in that, people see through that. People look forward to that being the facade in most cases. You know what I mean?
At
because,
this point, because they realize it's fake book.
yeah,
You know what I'm
because
saying?
again, when you, how are you moving in real life? Like, you know what I mean? Like how you moving in real life, how you moving on social media. That shit is a contributing factor in everything you do. You know what I mean? And people watch. And that's the thing too, when you think about social media, and that's where I laugh because I used to move so fucking wild and reckless on social media. But when people nowadays, when you look at it, I say people post as if there's some people on their social media who don't know them in real fucking life. You understand what I'm saying?
I think they be forgetting about the motherfuckers on their friend list that really know.
Yeah, because
You know
they're
what
so
I'm saying?
engulfed in
And
what
that-
social
that
media is.
pretentious image that they want to project.
Yeah.
You know what I
And-
mean?
and maybe hopefully I
people
can
eat
convince.
that shit up though. Like
Yeah.
just because you see happy pictures don't mean it's really happy. Just because you see a matching pajamas don't mean it's matching agendas. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Big facts.
So
And no, you're right. The relationship is weak though. Like the relationship is super weak when you looking at it in that regards. Because when it's all said and done, I as an alpha male and my confidence in who I am, I'm not about to do that type of weak shit because again, that's a turnoff. Females ain't getting wet when you do that. You think that shit made Cash Doll drip? Hell no.
And I ain't gonna lie, like I've been that person where I looked at some shit and took some shit the wrong way, or just interpreted some shit, or got offended by some shit. That's why I don't even need to be on your shit.
That part.
Because I know my mind.
So,
you know
so
what I'm
that's
saying? I
why
don't
you
need
got
to be
the
on your
ability to
shit.
unfollow, and you
You
don't need to be on my shit.
shit.
That's my
Because
position.
your mind is your enemy, and so is mine. And that's gonna make Facebook and all these other outlets.
It's a no
the
for
enemy
me
to the
though.
relationship,
Yeah,
right?
Tan, I'm with
I'm
you
an
on that.
investigator by nature.
See,
I'm looking.
hey Tan, here's my position. When you meet
I don't
and
wanna
see,
look.
and Mac talked about like if y'all meet on social media and the DM take y'all into real life, you know what I'm saying, from the DM to the guts, you know what I'm saying, like what, you know what I mean. And when that happened, do you at that point have the right, or is it not cool for you to unfriend? I think in that regards, that probably would look like some weird shit if you unfriend. Now you wouldn't know if I unfollow. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I have the ability to unfollow you without unfriending you because I don't want to even see that shit so I can feel a type of way about that shit. Because I like you, I vibe with you, and I want nothing you post to
That's
turn
gonna
me
make
off
me
or make
change
me
my
feel
whole
away.
thought process
Yeah, you know what I
concerning
mean?
you,
So
you know
so
what I mean?
again, I'm not even like for real, me personally, I'm not even coming on your page. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to come on your page. For what? Like if your shit, like if I see her shit up there and they got the little ring on the little thing on the story, I hit the story. But you know what I'm saying? Like even that, I'm not commenting on that motherfucker like on no insecure shit. I'm not even making you feel like I'm on no insecure shit because I know my confidence turn you on. My confidence make that pussy throttle. You know what I'm saying? Me coming on your motherfucking post talking about what the fuck is you doing? Like ain't nobody ooh on the ride home oozing in that. You know what I mean? Like nah, that ain't strengthening the relationship. You look weak. So now you got her
But I
questioning
think
the second
I
guessing.
think it's weak on both ends. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the nigga doing it or the bitch doing it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a weak bitch that questions some shit off social media, and it's a weak nigga that questions some shit off social media.
Yeah, motherfuckers gotta move weird. It's a no for me though. I'm straight. We ain't gotta be friends on social media. I don't
Shit,
even
I
want
can
no
say
smoke.
some shit that apply to some shit that don't have shit to do with shit. And somehow or another, that shit got to
That
do
the
with
shoe
you and
just
your
fit
mind.
and you just
You
put
know
the
what
shit
I'm
on
saying?
and
Like,
run down the
that's,
street.
That's
in
a
it.
battle I
Goddamn.
ain't even got the energy to fucking
Man.
fight. You know what I mean?
And that shit happened to me too much, dog. I could be saying some general shit. It could be a thought. Just you know what I mean? It ain't even. I didn't even go through the
I
situation.
could share some shit that I
Right,
liked,
right.
that made a point and don't have shit to do with nothing.
And now you
But
connecting
then now
the
it's like,
dots on shit.
Did you see what she posted? You don't think that got to do with me?
You connecting dots on shit that ain't
Like,
even.
come
Ain't
on,
even.
man.
Yeah, man. I had
That's
that
a
shit
problem.
happen. I swear.
It's just causing unnecessary confusion, and it does though.
But then
Terrence.
it also that there has to be a responsibility. Let's be fair. There has to be a responsibility on the other party, like you said, Mancho, as to how they conduct themselves,
Facts.
how you're moving, how you're presenting yourself. Are you presenting yourself as engaged? Are you presenting yourself as in a relationship? Are you presenting yourself as if you're single and this person doesn't exist? You understand what I'm saying? So, how you move on social media and how you present your status on social media, I think, matters more to women than what you say on social media.
313-723-0481. Call in, Cherie, so lovely, and tell us why the fuck you ain't here. Hey, Tange, you are absolutely right, but that's what Mac talked about earlier,
I
though.
said social media should be your free time.
No, that ain't Taj, that's Tange.
Tan, I'm sorry. I got
But that's what I was saying. So
Tan.
Tange, when Mac talked about earlier was boundaries, like, and when you in a relationship or a situationship, do you still have boundaries? And I said yes. And I think the misconception is people feel like when you get in that, like now there's no boundaries. Like you can invade my space. No, you can't. I still have my personal space. And if my social media is my space, that's my space, and you should respect that. You shouldn't feel that way, and you shouldn't feel like, oh, well, you feel like you got something to hide. No, because you're looking for that validation, and it's not
You're
gonna
looking
come.
for the public
Yeah,
validation.
and that ain't what you need to worry
and
about.
that's
Public.
the key. You want to be validated in the public. That's why it's so important for you to be friends and be able to tag and be able to say this and say that. Because you need everybody
fucking
else
part.
to see that all is well. You understand
Yes.
what I'm saying? But the problem with that is,
If it's not all well, it's just causing it's a facade,
It's
right?
a-
And
it's
you're
a-
not
it's
you're not
a- it's
dealing
a-
with the it's fake.
a dress-up doll.
It's
You know what I'm
fake.
saying?
Hey, listen.
And I would rather only focus on the reality of our situation than the pretentiousness that we project to the public. I could give less than a
Fuck
fuck
what the public say.
about what the public
And
thinks
it's
of our
sad that there's
relationship.
a lot of people on both
I
ends, like a
don't
whole
feel like I
couples that
have to
feel more important.
prove anything to anybody on social media.
Some people in relationships just to say that they got somebody. They not
And
happy
that's
with the
it.
person.
They're in relationship with the idea of relationship.
Boy, you be
Hey, those are facts though. Even in the marriage, there's boundaries. It's boundaries in all. It got to be that.
Social media for some people is like a public journal. And when we journal whatever the fuck we want to journal, whether it makes sense to the next person or not. It's a journal. You share what you want to share on those written pages, right? Here comes a caller.
What's going on, caller? Who is this and where you calling from?
This is Cherie, and I am.
No
calling
show.
from
No, I'm just playing.
No, don't psych it, motherfucker. Well, Cherie, we appreciate you calling in. Can you hear?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So what's your thoughts on the topic, Cherie? Since you were supposed to be here, so y'all, this is our special guest who was
don't
supposed
do
to
me
be
like that.
in studio, and you know what I mean. But
We
anyway,
put you on the flyer and everything, Cherie.
Put
Right.
on the
I'm
flyer.
so sorry.
That's
I
all right.
had something that ran over a little bit, and then Randy told me that 9:30 would be too late.
Life happens. You good?
we appreciate you calling in, though. You know, we're just gonna give you a little smoke, though. What's your thoughts on the topic, though? You were gonna be the guest tonight, so tell us where you were coming to bless the people
You're
with
still
your
the
truth.
guest. You're just a digital guest.
Okay, so my personal opinion of following or allowing access to your social media to your significant other is just don't do it. And don't do it, especially if you're not in a committed relationship. So I feel like with somebody like myself, I'm actively dating.
I was just about to say,
So that
define
means that-
committed relationship.
Right.
Because,
Right.
yeah.
Committed relationship is either a marriage or a relationship in which you're monogamous and you're exclusive with just that
Exclusive,
one
okay.
person.
And so, in that case, you think they should be?
I think they should not.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't think anybody should share or follow each other on social
Even
media.
if they're
I just feel
married?
like even if they're married.
Okay,
I
tell
don't
us
think
why.
Because things can be perceived as something that they're not.
Mm.
If, say for instance, it's an innocent, I post a picture, I'm married, right? And my husband follows me on social media.
Right.
Somebody innocently tells me that they like the picture or they give me some type of compliment. And if my husband is
Camel toe.
insecure in any form or fashion, now he got a problem with it.
Right, right.
So now that's creating unnecessary,
Unnecessary friction.
yes, in the relationship. So I feel like to keep that at a minimum, just keep it out of there.
Or let a nigga like too many or love too many of your pictures in a row. Like, who the fuck is this nigga? Like, I don't even know. Shit.
So let's
Right.
let's say you were friends with your significant other on social media, right?
Right.
And someone talking to the caller, you
Yep.
post a picture, and you get a response, you get a compliment, or two or three from a specific individual, and your significant other asks you to remove this person. Do you feel like that's a bit much? Like, do you feel like it's too much, or like that is part of the reason why? I mean, of course, I guess you said that's part of the reason why you don't even be friends with them. But what would you do in that situation? Say if you were friends with them on social media.
Well, when we say significant other, how significant is this other? Is it my husband? Or is it just a guy that's dating?
Engaged, married,
Let's say,
Y'all in the relationship.
yeah, let's say you're in a
monogamous,
relationship.
committed, engaged, married,
in the committed relationship.
exclusive.
In the stage of a
So
relationship. Go ahead.
For the sake of the relationship,
Right.
I would have to ask the question first. Like, what is it
Yeah,
about
but-
this person that's making you so insecure?
Right. I was about to say, do you
Say
do you
that.
do you
Say
question?
that.
Do you?
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
all
Do you
that.
just
Regardless of what his response is, though, are you deleting that person?
Yes, ultimately I'm going to. And
Because
that's
you want to make
because-
sure home is good, right?
Right.
Not
absolutely.
because you
I do.
agree, but because you know what matters most.
Right, because
Right.
why am I, if this person doesn't mean anything to me, the person that they're asking me to delete is just some random person that follows me on social media,
Like, yeah,
then
sometimes that's
deleting
the
them is
test to
not
see.
going to have any
Or
significance
even if it ain't
on my
nobody
life.
random. It don't even have to be random though. What if it ain't random on social media?
So what if it's you, Randy?
Yeah, what if he tell you to delete me because I done commented on your lips? You know what I'm saying? Like, you done posted that picture of them
Well,
lips
see-
up there, and I done came on that motherfucker like, Yahtzee. You know what I'm saying? I hit you with the
Do you-
Yahtzee on the
do
lips,
you know
and
her
then
nigga?
doggy bone. I don't gotta know her nigga, though.
But
Let's
do
play
you
I
know
don't.
she got a nigga though?
Let's play like I do know she got a nigga,
Okay,
right?
Okay.
Right? Or like, regardless of, the comment don't change whether I know she got a nigga
It's
or not. The
it's
comment is still
known
there.
that she has a man.
Right.
Let's
So
just say
so
that.
when he come
Okay.
on there and he say delete him, like, because again, like, it ain't just like the work vibe, like, you know, we out in real life, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we know, you know what I'm saying? Like, so our vibe is at work in real life. So he tell you to delete me, you delete me?
No, this is the thing. So if it's a random, absolutely. But if it's somebody that has significance in my life, like I've been knowing them for a minute, that's somebody I consider a friend, he's going to have to understand, like, my friend means no harm.
But I just
my
said something. I just hit you with the
friend.
lips though. We ain't just talking about like it's a cute dress. I'm like,
No,
boy, I
he'll
see the
just have
lips
to trust
popping.
us.
Okay, you wearing
You'll
a
have to-
dress. You wearing a dress,
No,
and
he's
and
gonna have to trust that I'll handle it. And then when I see you, me being your friend, I'm gonna kick it with you, like, you know,
Okay.
oh boy didn't like that shit. You know, I got a nigga. You gotta chill out.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now I like that statement. I like that statement because that was a caveat to what you said. You said you wouldn't unfriend him, but you also said you would have a conversation.
Yeah.
To let him know that it was perceived as disrespectful, and please don't do that anymore. And then it would be up to Macho to respect that. And if he didn't, then you would have to delete him at that point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
That's
And just
mature
because
though.
I consider him a friend.
Right.
Right.
That's mature because you
Anybody
give him a chance.
Yeah,
because,
I like that too.
Yeah. See, that's respectable.
Yeah, you better not delete me.
Shut up.
Macho said, I can't go through this no
But
more.
the
goddamn
truth
it."
of the matter is, social media
She
posts.
talking about your man still not satisfied with the request.
Social media posts are like text messages, right? You can't hear tone. You can't hear intent. You don't know who it's for. You don't know if it's personal.
That's why I was about to kind of get more in detail. I'm about to tell her, like, okay, you wearing a dress, right? And that poke out is poking out, right? Macho comment the peach, say nothing but the peach emoji. Man feel like that's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
He would if he knows that this person knows that he's in a relationship with her.
Yeah, I think any
But
any
that's
man
too much motherfucking thinking.
That's
for
why-
goddamn
back to
social
Terrence's
media.
point,
You know what
we
I'm
ain't gotta be
saying?
friends.
Like, god damn, nigga, like shit, fuck it, just don't look, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, that's just too much motherfucking thinking. Like, nigga, you can't even concentrate on shit because you worried about who the fuck liking this and who the fuck
Yeah,
love
man.
this and why the fuck
You
this
know
nigga
it's an
posted
ass
that.
on it. That's
it's
why
like,
you
nigga,
hear
we
it.
got some real shit to deal with. This imaginary shit.
Yeah, that's
But
why we ain't
at
gotta
the
be.
same time, at the same time, what guy wants a woman that don't nobody else want? So you have to understand, if you got a woman and she look good,
And say
it's
that,
gonna
just
be
like
people
Macho.
that's
He
gonna
like
pay
to walk
for it.
behind the bitch. Not bitch. Muck. I don't know. I don't know which word he want me to use this week. But he walked behind her. He feeling proud because all other niggas looking at her. Then they look at him and he like, yeah, nigga. So that lends truth to what you're saying. Don't no nigga want a bitch that another nigga don't find attractive,
Yeah.
don't find
Or just
appealing
say
or
that
nothing,
no
right?
nigga don't want a woman
Right.
that's not attractive.
Right.
Period.
And so then why are you mad when another nigga compliments her?
Right.
Or shoot his shot. Like,
No,
if she
see,
gonna-
shooting your shot and you know she's with someone is disrespectful.
disrespectful. No, we ain't
But
saying that.
complimenting
We're talking about
her
who
is
you
a
know she
level
was with.
of
A whole different
respect
thing,
that has
See?
boundaries.
Compliment, and that's all you would be doing, complimenting the beauty. If you put the peach, that ain't say you want to bite.
I'm just
bite
saying,
the
the nice peach.
You know what I'm saying?
know
Nice
what I'm saying?
motherfucking peach.
That's it.
But even
and he
if
know
she
it's a
put
nice
nice
peach.
peach.
So,
No,
nigga,
you
I
can't
agree
do it.
with you. We
Nice
not even at
peach,
odds,
big
bruh.
dog.
You know?
I'm complimenting you,
But-
nigga. It's yours.
Even
Nice
if
peach,
she
big
puts
dog.
it out there, like she puts her out there and say this person makes that comment, he has to give her the opportunity to correct that behavior with her friend. If it's a friend.
Absolutely.
Like if it's nobody, he has to allow her that time. Now, if it happens again, then cool. But he has to allow her that opportunity to
So-
get that person.
and
again.
that-
So I don't know
Yeah.
how much of the show you heard though, Cherie.
I didn't
But we
hear
talked
any of
about
it.
the situation where Cash Doll was celebrating her birthday in Miami, and she was like really going, having a good time. And she had a moment where she was like on the couch, and she was like doing like the little prancing, little sexy little catwalk on the couch and shit. Then got to the end of the couch, and in front of her birthday marquee, she just started like kind of like, you know, like twerking a little bit, you know what I mean? And her dude came on the post and was like, "What the fuck is you doing?" You know what I'm saying? Little dog, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Came on the post like,
He said, "Little dog."
what the fuck is you doing? Like, do you think, what's your thoughts about that?
I think that's not tactful. Like if he didn't like it, that's fine. He doesn't have to like it, but that should have been something that he addressed to her in private. Social media
Off
is for
the
world
book.
to see.
Off
Right.
the fucking social media.
Yeah, you deal with that in private. That's your woman, right? And you let her know, like, hey, babe, I didn't like that. So I would appreciate it if you wouldn't do that anymore. And it's up to her to either honor that or apologize or whatever she's going to do. But you don't cut into her on social media because that's a sign of weakness.
Do y'all agree? Stay on the phone for a second and answer this question. Do y'all agree that people that feel like they have to present or have to have a presentation for the social media, right? Pertaining to their relationship, have to present it a certain way, and so then when someone does something that contradicts what you've presented, or what you think contradicts what they presented, then now you have to address it publicly because you have this public misconception of what your relationship is.
And that's a sign of that.
You understand
That's
what
what
I'm
it's saying.
saying?
Yeah, that's what that is.
But hearing
Yeah.
a female say, and she didn't even hear my perspective, but she used the same word. She called it weak, right? Because that's a sign of weakness when
It's a
you
weakness
as a
in
man.
the relationship.
Yeah, but you talk like the
It's
cheat,
not.
the cheat.
But
Not only is it a weakness in the relationship,
He
but his
doesn't
character.
feel secure for two reasons.
Yeah.
Either something within himself or something she's not doing to give him that level of security within the relationship. A man's security or a woman's security does not only come from within in a relationship. It comes from their partner.
Fact.
So if I'm not secure in the relationship, then I'm going to be insecure
so-
about
and-
what you
and-
do.
And if we've already, I guess, looked back at the track record of Cash Doll since she's been in a relationship and seen
And
that
she's
she's
been
kept
loyal.
it classy, right?
She's been loyal.
So can we equate that to it being something, you know, in the core of him that is the issue? You know what I mean?
I would. The majority, I would.
Listen,
Yeah,
man.
I
because
would.
again, you knew who the fuck she was, what the fuck she did before. Prior to, she was everything
Nigga,
that
that's
she
why
is
you
now.
slid in
First,
that
what did you want her to
motherfucking
turn
deal.
it down? Is that what you wanted her to do? Cash down?
No. But if he knew that that's who she was, why did he expect anything less?
Exactly.
That's the point.
Exactly.
That's the point.
Exactly.
And if you felt the way you address it outside of Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, you don't address me on social media about nothing. Nothing
but
that
that's the
presents conflict.
consequence of living your life on social media.
Yeah, you're
If you
susceptible to all
live
of
your
that.
life on social media, when you live your positive life on social media, and people rely on those updates, when those negative times come, what do you say? You have to give them that same energy because they're relying on your content. Content creator.
Yeah.
It's an image, and you have to
You
uphold
understand
it.
what I'm saying?
And she was the boss. She didn't even respond to it, as she shouldn't have.
She shouldn't have.
That's not.
as
She knew how to handle it because he's
Like you said
not
earlier.
concerned about her
Dude,
image.
Like you said
he's
earlier,
concerned
she
about.
checked the shit out of him in public, in
I bet
private.
she did.
Come on, man.
I bet she did.
cut that nigga a
'Cause
new asshole.
she is the personality, right? She's the personality. So I have to protect my personality. So I'm not going to
Your brand.
go
Fact.
to that level
Fact.
with you on social media because I have an image to protect.
She's a brand.
Nigga, you with your little
You're
man
damaging
syndrome,
my image.
you don't have an image to protect because your image is already skewed, right?
You trying to come up with one off of the back of me.
Exactly. So I'm concerned about my image. So I'm gonna let you make a fool by yourself, and I'm gonna address you later. That's a motherfucker that's getting money versus a motherfucker that's living off money.
Yeah, they don't need to be on. So he don't need to be on her social media.
You understand what I'm saying? You sitting up, you. That shit's unbalanced, bro. when the shit's unbalanced and you down here, you trying to make yourself relevant, and you try to make yourself relevant in the public eye. That's why the nigga posted and commented. And she diminished you right back down to your role
by not even addressing it.
Yeah. Carla, we appreciate you tapping in with us tonight, my
Made him
baby.
look unimportant as fuck.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, she did. Sometimes, listen, man. Listen. As a little league football coach, I used to tell my players, sometimes you got to treat a little nigga like a little nigga. Carla, we appreciate you calling in.
Macho,
Cherie,
what's your final thought, bro?
You enjoy the rest of your night. You be careful out there, my baby.
All right. Thank y'all.
My final thought is like super simple, man. Like, don't follow each other's social media, especially if you can't handle it. Now, if you feel like, you know what I mean, like you can handle it and you guys are on the same page and you know what I mean, like then cool, you know what I mean. But please don't ever make it a conversation in terms of, you know what I mean, no issue, no drama, no questioning, right? Because again, we already had this conversation, and that's the thing. Once we have an understanding, let's stick to the motherfucking understanding. You know what I mean? Don't deviate and pivot without a new understanding and a new dialogue and new conversation. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like, I'm just on the north side of it. We do not have to be motherfucking friends on social media, and that's my final thought.
My final thought is that in general and under normal circumstances, I would advise against it because, like I said, it's misinterpretation, assumption, misapplication, a lot of things. And it creates another dynamic of conflict in relationships when people are not fully understanding that some things just really have nothing to do with them. As it pertains to meeting people on social media, being friends with them already, and having to graduate to another level of relationship, I think that unless there's conflict, you should probably keep it the same. But if it presents conflict, then that's when you should make the adjustment. Out of respect, because I think it's disrespectful a little bit to just be like, okay, we friends, we've been friends, and blah 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 blah, and now all of a sudden, like, boom, let's not be friends. You know what I mean? But if their behavior or their perception or their misinterpretation or assumption causes problems within the relationship or vice versa, then I think wisdom should prevail, and people should just go ahead and let their journal be their journal. And that's my final thought.
We appreciate y'all vibing with us tonight, man. Excuse My Truth podcast with Mac and Macho. We'll see y'all next Wednesday, 9 p.m., my baby. We out. Yahtzee.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile